welcome to Discussions with Dawson. Thank you for joining me here today. For everybody following me, for everybody viewing, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for giving me the chance to make you laugh and give you my insight into all things fuckery and other things as well. With that being said, I want to touch up on a few things. The link tree is up. I'll be having a gaming channel soon. I don't know if you're interested. If not, feel free to follow that as well. I also have the erotic story blog in the link tree, as well as the social medias for Discussions with Dawson, the Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Thank you so much. The Facebook, it's conflated with gaming stuff because I'm gaming with a friend of mine and I'm just getting the feel of everything. So be a little patient with me. Thank you for the support. Now, before I get into today's episode, I wanted to address a few things from the last video because I know it probably made a few people feel step away. What is the first thing? The first thing I want to do is apologize for the language I used. I didn't want to make it seem like I'm advocating for men who do these things. I do not advocate for them. Also, if you're doing these things, if you're pursuing a woman of 20 years younger or more, and you're up there in age and she's under the age of 25, you look very predatory. In fact, you are a predator. I don't want to confuse this anymore. You are a predator. I'm not beating around the bush. In fact, let's not beat around the bush. I'm grown. We're going to burn this bush and get right to the meat of the shit. So if you're doing anything like this, you are a predator. Fuck you, period. Do not pursue anybody who is under the age requirements that they should be, that they're not. If they aren't mature enough to be in a relationship or to do anything with you, don't do it. And for the simple fact that you are in your, 40s or 50s and you're talking to somebody who's a preteen or a teen, you're disgusting. So move on, find somebody your age. There are plenty of older women who look younger, who can't find people who respect her for her looks because she looks too young. Find those people. They need the love. Cut the fuckery. Please and thank you. Also, I made an error in something I said. I said, what was it? I said unbinary. It's non-binary. Non-binary people are people who don't conform to specific gender roles. So, i.e., a woman who's very male presenting is non-binary. I hope I cleared that up. I do apologize for that mistake. I was trying to do everything in one take and it went well, but I screwed up a little bit. So, thank you for the corrections. Shout out to my friend Javon, who's definitely been rocking with me since day one. I'm learning and unlearning new things. There's been a few things that have been very toxic in my life that I have to unlearn and learn things that are more healthy and productive for not only me, but the people around me. That's about it. If you have anything you want to say to me, feel free to drop a comment down below addressing anything I've said. Feel free to email me at discussionswithdawson@gmail.com or hit me up on the social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram now. So if I've offended you or made you feel some kind of way, or if you want to thank me, feel free to do any of that. Also, don't forget to like and comment on these videos, as well as subscribe if you already haven't. And if you feel like it, or if you like the videos, feel free to share it. I appreciate it so much. It helps the channel grow and it helps me do more with the channel. I have a lot planned for this channel and I have so many things I want to do, but I need to take this channel to a certain level for it to be appreciated. That was a mouthful. So yeah, moving on. Let's talk about the gender roles. I want to apply some pressure to some men out there because as a person of color and a man, we have been getting away far too long with just the bare minimum. So I'm going to touch up on the most simplest shit right now is gender roles. This is going to be a two-part episode. The second part is going to be way later when I get more into this. But yeah, jumping into it, women are expected to do a lot in a relationship. They are expected to cook, to clean, to handle the household, to nurture the man and the child. They're supposed to handle the children's school stuff, the clothing, everything dealing with the child, while the man gets to come and go as he please. He's allowed to just be the provider, and it's not okay. Dudes, we got to do better than that. Just because you work 8 hours a day, let's throw in another 2 hours. Just because you work 10 hours, this includes travel time, you should come home and make your woman feel appreciated. You can't come home and lay down and expect her to climb on top of you after she's cooked, she's cleaned, she's handled the children, she's been shopping, she's made sure the house is immaculate, and then have energy to come and deal with your shit. Men get to come and go as they please. They don't really need permission. They assume that because they're the providers, they get to do whatever they want. Oh, I'm going to hang out with the boys Friday. Every Friday we're going to hang out. For one, that's not cool. Number two, your woman deserves a chance to go out. Let her go out. Take the kids. Relax. Sit back. Watch some movies with the kids. Being a father is fucking dope. Ridiculously dope. And a lot of guys don't realize how dope it is. And they don't appreciate how influencing it is. How much of an influence you have on your kid's life. Also, other kids. It's nothing like when your kid goes to school and he's so hyped and talks about you. And other kids don't have that, so they immediately are drawn to you. You get to be a father figure. It's amazing. I honestly love it. It's super dope, and it's not talked about enough. And I'll probably make an episode on that. Also, just doing the dishes and taking out the garbage is all okay, but feel free to cook a meal one day. One day, I want a lot of us to I want you to wake up one day and just be like, babe, sit back, relax. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to cook. I'm going to clean up. And see everything she has to do. Don't make it a one-day thing. Do it like 3 times a month. Take the load off her. If she's sick, give her time to heal. Nurture her for a change. It's a lot that we don't do, and we need to get better at it. It's disgusting how we've gotten by with just the bare minimum. What else? Also, oh yes, women are expected to be modest and humble creatures while men get to run around and, yeah, I conquered this, I did that. There's no reason for that at all, period. Women should be appreciated for their sexual conquest as well as men. Also, I'm going to touch up on this in a later episode, but it's kind of a shame that I've known dudes who've been sleeping with women or sleeping around, period, from the age that they started to 30. And the reviews I hear from women are like, yo, he can't do nothing. And it's so horrible. Like, do more. You can't just be out here laying down thinking because you got a certain piece of equipment that you got it rocking. Not okay, dude. What else? Social media has influenced us ridiculously. Not even social media, just social influence. Whether it be our mother, our parents, our cousins, our friends, people's other friends. We've allowed our social network to basically influence us well beyond what we should have. I'm pretty sure I'm saying it's not social network because it's not dealing with social media, but it's our surroundings, it's the people around us, everybody is influencing us, and it's not in a good way at all. Relationships are meant to be unique and beautiful like snowflakes. Everybody shouldn't be having the same relationship. In a group of friends, every man can't be hanging out every Friday and their woman is tired from work and cleaning and cooking and dealing with the children. Yo, you can be that individual dude who changes everything. You can stay home on a Friday night, cook and clean, invite the boys over, and still handle your shit. It takes nothing, honestly. So why not be that dope individual? Be that dope guy. You don't have to be these toxic ass dudes, these toxic niggas. I'm tired of toxic niggas. I'm dropping the N-bomb. I've tried not to. It needs to be said. You niggas are highly annoying. And as a black man, we need to do better. We need to do a lot better. We need to step it up. We need to start doing more than the bare minimum. We need to start stepping up to the gameplay, because women are running circles around us in this. They've mastered cooking, cleaning. They've mastered taking care of children while working and making money. Do you know how embarrassing it is where you can't even change a diaper? You can't even do anything because you're just the man. The man is no longer the gold standard for anything. We're cutting that notion, period. We need to do better. We need to move forward. We need to meet the requirements. And a lot of us, including myself, because I am just like you guys, I've definitely fallen victim or been that guy who's been toxic as fuck, who doesn't want to do anything because I believe that I'm the provider. But I'm growing, I'm changing my ways, and you guys should too. But women are killing the game, and a lot of us aren't. If we aren't supporting, we aren't nurturing, we always take it for granted. For example, last week I mentioned that my woman was an overthinker because she seen that I wasn't in my work clothes and immediately assumed I was doing something I wasn't doing. She wasn't an overthinker. It's just a mechanism she's discovered for when for when something is a normal. I.e., I go to work and come home in my work uniform. Me coming home in street clothes with food. Hey, I noticed this. It wasn't right. And she voiced her opinion. And it wasn't that she was nagging. She wasn't nagging. She wasn't overthinking it. She just caught me and mentioned it. Granted, she apologized. She was like, you know what? I realized you mentioned this earlier. My fault. That didn't come across in the video. I'm letting it be known now. But yes, as a man, you can't expect a woman to compromise in everything, and you aren't compromising in anything. If she works as just like you, there's nothing wrong with cooking dinner for her if you got home first. There's nothing wrong with cleaning the house or doing anything. Even though she's starting to do that stuff, pick up the room and help her because you know she needs help. Instead of sitting down watching TV, do these things that help her take the stress over her because it helps. It helps a lot mentally and physically. It helps a lot. And it's also a gesture of love. I'm watching you do something. Let me help you do what you do so we can finish. You can finish earlier and we can do something together. Let's do something together. Let's put that forth. It's no longer a relationship of 50-50 because women are doing 80, 85, and 90% of the work while we're just providing. Granted, hey, you keep the lights on, but so is she. You're keeping the lights on. She's putting food on the table. You brought the car. She's gassing it up. Women are doing a lot and they aren't appreciated for it. So this is my appreciation video to all women, especially women of color. Let it be known. I apologize for the language I used in the last video. So with that being said, let this be a wake-up call. Let this be me applying pressure to you men because not even you men, us men, we have to do better. Especially us men of color, we have to do better. We have to step up our game. We have to do better in everything. If you want to be in competition, be in a competition with yourself. Fix everything that you're doing wrong and let your woman be proud to brag about you. A lot of you dudes want your girl to brag about you and you aren't even bragging material. You show up with pipe and you ain't even doing that right. So that's all I got for today. Don't forget to do better, be better, and stay better. Stay ahead of the game. Peace.